You've seen that garden before. Not this one, but you've seen that one. The kind that shows up in every homesteading video, overflowing baskets, bees in the squash blossoms. That one perfect shot of tomatoes ripening in the sun, and it looks effortless. It looks like it just happened. It didn't. Every garden you've ever admired on this platform was one somewhere, and you never saw it. Not in the harvest, not in July, when everything's already thriving. It was won or lost in a much quieter month. A month with no glamorous footage, no big harvest baskets, just dirt, small green things, and a choice that gets made over and over, one weed at a time. That month is June, and almost nobody talks about it because it doesn't look like anything yet. Today I'm tackling weeding in the Three Sisters garden. Here you can see how many weeds are in there and how many weeds are on the walkway, but it'll be easily managed. Usually the first thing I will do is clear out the main walkway. You can see here I'm using something called a row hoe. This is actually an antique weeder. You can see it there. It's just like modern wheel hose that you can buy today. This is an old version. I've really liked it. There's essentially a stirrup hoe right behind it, and then also those little teeth to help break up any clumps as well. It's really effective at just getting everything in the walkways. So here is a stirrup hoe or a wiggle hoe. I'll use that next. You'll see in a minute. Alright, so there you see I'm done with the row hoe. It only took me maybe 30 seconds to do all of the walkway, and I'm in there now with the stirrup hoe. The stirrup hoe is good specifically for heavy weeding or big weeds, specifically grass like you see here. It's not meant to get everything, but it's really good for the heavier, more difficult things. Next up is a collinear hoe. This one has been a game changer for me. It is very easy to use in a standing up position, whereas the stirrup hoe is more of a bent over hunched position. But this one is super easy to just walk along and use the collinear hoe. It has a sharpened blade at the bottom. It's a fixed blade. Here's the truth under it all. Right now in June, the weeds in your garden are small, easy to miss, easy to forgive. They don't look like a threat, they look like nothing. But in your garden, looks like nothing is a lie. Every weed you let sit this month isn't just one weed. It's a root system quietly going deep. It's a seed head quietly forming. It's a head start that compounds every single day you look away. A weed that takes 3 seconds to pull right now will take you a full minute of digging in August, and by then it's already dropped 1,000 seeds for next year. You're not just losing today's fight, you're funding next year's. That's the part nobody tells you. Weeding in June was never really about June. It was always about whether August belongs to you or to the weeds. That collinear hoe works great in combination with a seeder like this. This is the Earthway seeder. Can't use it for everything, but for quite a few different seeds, such as corn, carrots, onions, etc., you can use that to seed your beds really quickly. And because of that, you have nice straight rows that make it really easy to weed with the collinear hoe in the future. Here you can see how quickly and easily the collinear hoe goes through the ground, gets the weeds. So these rows are 50 feet long, and you'll see how quickly I did that. And here is the final result. All the weeds are knocked down. This is before, and then again now here's after. All in just a couple of minutes. Very easy to keep up on before and after. Now moving over to the onions, here is what it looks like before I start any work. And I'm going to follow largely the same process here. We're going to use the row hoe, the stirrup hoe if we need it, and the collinear hoe. So here's the choice. Not a dramatic one, not a one-time fix, just a small, repeated, slightly unglamorous decision made again and again. Pull this weed, weed that bed, take care of that one, the next one, and then the one after that. This is the unglamorous truth behind it. Every effortless garden you've ever envied. Nobody got there by accident. They got there by doing this exact thing, exactly now, while it still felt optional, while it would have been so easy to wait one more day. And here's what makes it worth it. This doesn't last forever. Once your plants get bigger, once the leaves start closing the gaps between them, the weeds lose their window. They need that open soil, that's early summer advantage, and right now is the only time they get it. Fight for these few weeks, and you're not signing up for a summer of struggle. You're buying yourself a summer of harvest instead. That's the trade. June for August. A few minutes now for a garden you can actually walk through later. In the onions here, I will often go back with my hands to weed in between the individual plants. It can be done with the collinear hoe. I find I just make too many mistakes, and so it's easier just to go through and use my hand almost like a rake and rake in between each of the plants. Then you can see here going through with the row hoe to do the bulk weeding of the walkways, super fast and easy. I found mine on Facebook Marketplace for like $30. You might have a hard time finding the same thing, but you can buy a new or modern wheel hoe today. It would give you the same effect. And just like that, a 50-foot bed of onions is weeded. Here is after. You can see all the weed debris sitting there. And then here is your before, and again after. I think about this every June. Somewhere underneath all this small, quiet effort is the garden I actually want. The one with the overflowing baskets, the one that looks effortless in the videos. It's already in there. It's just waiting on the other side of this work. So if your garden still looks like nothing special right now, if it's just rows of small plants and even smaller weeds, that's not behind schedule. That's exactly on schedule. That's the part of the story nobody shows you, because it doesn't make a good thumbnail, but it's the part that decides everything else. So that's it. That's the secret nobody tells you. The garden isn't won in the harvest. It's won right now, in June, when it's still small and quiet and easy to ignore. Don't ignore it. Go pull something today. Your August self is counting on it.